Hi guys, welcome to Kiro. Some of you have tested out the Kiro ISO. I've already started building it. There is one thing that at some point in time you like to have, and that's your repo. Now you can there are two options, right? An online and an offline repo. And I'm showing you a video already from ALCI, since there are people trying to build ALCI, Carly, arcolinux. Those projects will not change. They are frozen in time, right? So things will evolve. Packages, names, keys, lots of things will change and it won't work anymore. It's up to you to change with the code and go change things. Now Kiro is my personal ISO, right? Just for me. If you want to try it out, fine, but it's actually just for me. What I'm doing now, providing now extra service of extra functionality, is actually for you. If I want to build the ISO, I'll just create a new Calamares, or I'll create this or create that, right? New things, I'll just change it and try it out until I can build again. But what if Erik is gone? Then you need something like a personal repo, either local or online. And here is the video where we say ALCI, let's build it again. Calamares won't launch because of dependencies. All the packages around Calamares changed, but not the app, right? It assumes there are folders and files at certain places. They're no longer there. New version, right? And the thing is, you need to rebuild Calamares. Now you can't push to my repo, right? You can't do that. So you need to have a local custom repo, and that's what we've explained here. And that is now an option at Kiro. Today I've pushed the code online, and you can always have a look. If you like to go online, you can see what changes, but you see I'm not very descriptive in my commits update, so I'm not doing that because of the fact that you have another system to follow along, and there's already a lot of things here, right? Everything is here, all the packages are here, all the Githubs are here from Kiro. But basically you need to do this, clone, and then Ctrl+Shift+V, and then you get the ISO folder. How to create the ISO like this. Now if you have it already, you do git clone and see, git pull, and see what I changed. I've changed a few things. The devrel is changed, the packages file is changed, pacman.conf is changed. So you know already there's some work to do. I mean, you have to look what changed, and then you do right mouse click. You either use git ahead, git find, and there are other things, other applications to take a look. And then you see what changed here. There's this, there's that. I've added something, a local repo, personal repo, aka local repo. There's a dummy package, Kiro dummy. There's a line for pacman to tell him, hey, the personal repo is there. So this is what I did to make it available to me, to you. Again, it's not necessary for me to have a personal repo. I have my own repo called Kiro repo, right? But if you want to rebuild Calamares, then you do so and you put it in the local repo. So let's just follow now what changed, or really changed. So git clone for ISO, there is something new here, personal repo. You get the feeling already, the package that you are building needs to come in here. I've created a Kiro dummy, which doesn't do one thing to your system. There's no file installed, but you'll see that you can sudo pacman -s or -r it. So it's a normal package, just doesn't do anything. That's what the dummy means. So this thing is locally on my machine. So if you add something, and that's quite easy, you just go to, let's go to another like this, computer, file system. You can build anything but maybe you don't know, it's interesting to know that this particular place, var cache pacman packages, has all the packages you ever downloaded and installed, right? So if you see something in here, I'd like to have this particular package all the time. Let's just take something, whatever, actually it's a whatever choice, but a package you want to have on the ISO, that's the one you're gonna grab or build with Yay, Paru, you have it, and then you put it in the repo. So I'm not gonna build the process and all that, but wow, let's take the file roller, it doesn't really matter, right? Control C, but the package has to be a tar ZST. Whoa, not the signature, so signing, we don't need signing. Control C, it has to be packages tar ZST. So when I put this here, I need to make new databases. Pacman will read these two files and it will say, okay, I know there's a Kiro dummy and there's a file roller and it has this version and that version, and it's gonna make it available. So I need to first update the repos. So that's first step. What package did you build? It has to be a package tar ZST. Signing doesn't matter. We're gonna say never check the signature. It's your local machine. It's your local PC. Nobody else is concerned with it. It's your thing, right? Let's not sign it. So that's that. We have a repository file that says here it is. I have to say install it on the ISO. So now we go to our ISO. We go to the Arch ISO, packages x86, control find, file roller, right? It has to be on there. It's already on there, of course. It's on this super interesting thing. But basically, control C, this is something that was not yet on the ISO, and you put it somewhere down here, right? Thus, because down here it says personal repo, aka local repo. So the Kiro dummy is here as well. If you say, okay, I want that one as well, then you can test, it works. That's all we're doing now, right? If you hashtag it out, then you know it's gonna look for Kiro dummy, git. It's gonna look for file roller, git or not, right? Always be sure. And I'm not sure actually. So let's see, file roller, not git. So it's okay, that's the correct name. We save this. We have here packages x86 64. 2 files are coming from my local repo. Check. And there's something else you shouldn't forget. The pacman.conf, this one, not other guys, not that one, right? This one in Arch ISO, the pacman.conf is read to see where are the packages. Plain text, use Perl, give it some color, and then look around. Down here, if you want the local personal repo, you need to make it available. Remove hashtags. Sure. And you need to change the path to the packages, line 3. Right? Line 3 is, well, probably you're not called Erik. Small chance that you're Erik, right? And then again, where did you put it? Well, I did not put it in Kiro, ISO, and all that. It's actually on my desktop. You see, that's the path. Home, Erik, desktop, ISO, Arch ISO, personal repo, x86 64. That's the path. Control C. Then we go here. Let's put them beneath each other. Voila. So the path has to be correct. He will not find a folder Kiro on this machine. The other machine, yes, but not here. So you've put it somewhere, and the path to the databases basically has to be correct. So this thing, X, replaces this thing. and delete and save. We're ready. Pacman is gonna look here for databases. He's gonna find databases, right? We told him, Pacman, I want file roller, I want Kiro dummy from that particular database. I want this and that from Kiro, I want this and that from Nemesis, I want this and that from Chaotic. We quit, up, 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 installation scripts, and then we test. Build the ISO. Little line here, you can add a personal local repo to the ISO build if you want. Not needed if you want. We type in our password, and I can stop already the whole building if Ctrl+C. I see this. Right. It has been already tested by me, of course, but where was it? Here, right? Personal repo. No errors, nothing red. He finds 507 kilobytes. This is the personal repo, which means somewhere in here, right? Probably stopped it too soon, or not. Somewhere in this bunch of things is Kiro dummy, for example. It's a lot of text, right? But it is in here, and that's the point. And it's not particularly for these guys. It's not particularly for, let's go to the personal repo. It's not for this, right? It really isn't. It's for Calamares. Because when we are going to look at it, then the personal repo, this here, is first, and then the Kiro repo. So if Calamares is malfunctioning for whatever reason, you need to rebuild it. And you put it in your personal repo. You don't need anybody, not me, nobody. You have your personal repo, put your updates in there, and the rest is, yeah, other things that can go wrong, like Arch ISO development and changes in names, packages that do not exist anymore on Arch Linux repos and move to the AOR, or vice versa. But that's not that bad. There's no error there. But right, but the Calamares thing is probably one of the major things that everything halts if the GUI doesn't work, right? Then you need to figure it out. And the Calamares has two aspects to it. You can build the app. Let's go there. You download everything from here, from the website. Get everything you can grab. These five guys, Calamares not needed, not really. These five guys, right? Grab them, git clone, git clone, git clone. That's basically what I did. Here they are. And then this can be, well, may need to be changed by you. And you make another package, right? And make another package. This, I'll explain this in a separate video, why that is there, right? But the package builds are here. Here it is, package build. But first you need to change things. Push it back online, create something online, or do it locally. It's up to you. But you need to have a new version with a new text in there, not a package build. But this guy has modules and configs, and things may change. Calamares may say this variable is gone. And of course you get an error and everything stops and you need to figure it out. Github.com, Calamares, read and see, they've changed this and that. We need to change the config as well. So this is the config you need to rebuild. And here is the Calamares you need to rebuild. So Calamares is then basically, for me anyway, coming from here as a source. I forked it. It was exactly the same thing. It's like exact copy. I'm not pushing anything here. I just fork it so I know that's my version. That's my code. And if something has changed, then it'll say you're not up to date anymore. And I can sync it again, right? But everything looks good at this point in time. Last month they changed something. All right, that's it for me. So benefit, you have your personal repo to put anything on there, follow the steps you have to take, and then you can build your own ISO with extra packages or updated packages like Calamares and Calamares configuration. All right, cheers.